Good afternoon, everyone of Tip of the Spear, TOS. I want to welcome everyone to the second annual Eritrean American Career Fair. It's truly inspiring to see this room filled with students, professionals, families, and the community members all coming together for one purpose. By opening the doors, building connections, and most importantly, lifting each other up. First, I want to give a huge thank you to the Eritrean Community Center, ECC, for allowing us to execute this event, and kudos for also hosting the first annual Eritrean American Business Expo last week. Congratulations on executing a fantastic expo. It's also very great to see that ECCC is opening up new events that'll benefit the overall community, not only for today, but also for the future. I want to also thank the volunteers. Thank you for showing up early, staying late, and doing all the behind the scenes work to make this a successful event. We really appreciate you guys. To all our presenters and professionals who took the time out of their busy schedules, many of you who flew out of town to share your knowledge, offer guidance, and open up pathways for the next generation, we salute you. Your presence here is going to make a huge and a real difference. A special thank you to Howard University for joining us today, partnering with an institution. Partnering with an institution that has shaped so many leaders adds to the real power what we're trying to build here. A heartfelt thank you to the Noah's Prayer Foundation for providing professional headshots to support career development, and continuing Noah's legacy is truly appreciated and will definitely make a meaningful experience. So thank you, Steve and Salam, for joining us today and continuing Noah's legacy. And of course, I want to also recognize the Tip of the Spear Executive Board, Midhane, Tarek, Robel, for their hard work, long nights, and unwavering commitment to making this success, the event a success. Your leadership and your energy pushes this vision forward today and for tomorrow. And then finally, I want to thank everyone in the community who showed up today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your participation in what turns a career fair, your participation is what turns this career fair into an everlasting movement. It shows that we believe in investing in each other, in creating opportunities, and in building a stronger community together. Today is about connection, growth, and the possibility. I'm excited for what this afternoon will bring, and I'm proud of what we are creating as a community. Welcome again, and let's make this a powerful and memorable event. Thank you very much. Next, before I hand off to my brother Tarek to basically give a brief introduction of the Tip of the Spear and our objectives and our mission, I do want to point out we actually have a fundraising event that we're raising funds within internally, where we have Tip of the Spear t-shirts. I wish I had one with me right now, but as you guys can see, this is the front of our t-shirt that has the acronym TOS, Tip of the Spear, and then on the back, embracing our dual identity, where we have the camel along with a bald eagle, representing the many youth and young adults that have born or raised here in the United States. So if you get an opportunity, please feel free to, again, purchase a t-shirt on behalf of the community and TOS. I think you guys will really like this. Without further ado, I'm going to also ask that Tarek, come on up. And then again, like I said, he'll go ahead and give a brief introduction of the Tip of the Spear with its mission and its objectives.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Henok, for that beautiful introduction. My name is Tarek. I am one of the board members with TOS. I'm going to briefly explain our mission and our objective as a group. The aim of this association is to empower Eritrean men to achieve personal and professional growth while working to protect and uplift their communities. Through leadership, service, and collaboration, we strive to create a safe and resilient environment for everyone. I'm going to mention also our Article 3 and our objectives of the association: to foster camaraderie and brotherhood among members, to provide opportunities for personal and professional development, to engage in community service and charitable activities, and also to promote physical and mental well-being through the various activities and initiatives. I'll just briefly piggyback on what Henok spoke on. We really do appreciate everyone in attendance, especially the presenters and all who come to show support. We really hope this will be a very memorable event as we seek to do this every year. Further ado, I'm going to pass it on to my other board member, Robel Abraham, and he'll speak briefly about the pamphlets that you have in your hands and how you can navigate through the event.
Is the registration form. We want all individuals to scan this, to register their information, their contact information, what jobs you're interested in. That way, if we do have any job openings, any scholarship opportunities, we want to be able to send that out to you all. So it's very important that everyone go ahead and scan and register before they leave, okay? And then here on the right, we just have some information as far as the career fair, why it's important to the youth, how to talk to presenters, and some things you might see when visiting the booth. Next page. Next page. Okay. All right, and then right here we have after career fair information. Take time to reflect after you leave here. Make sure you consider next steps. If you're in school, talk to your guidance counselors. If you meet any folks who are presenting, get their contact information and please reach out to them as well. Financial aid tips. Again, as Henok mentioned, we have Howard University here, so please take advantage of that. That's a big, big deal. So if you have any career, financial aid type questions, please direct it to them. They're going to be very instrumental. Next page. Again, financial aid tips. And then here, the last page on the right, there are QR codes for all of the presenters. So if you didn't have time to go see all of the presenters or didn't get to ask the questions you wanted, or you weren't able to jot down all the information on the boards, go ahead and scan that and it'll direct you to their board so you can see what's on there, all the information. So that'll be a key item to use when you leave here as well. And then lastly is just the notes page. If you need to jot any notes or what have you, please go ahead and use that. Other than that, again, if you haven't received one, they're at the front. So thank you. And I'll go ahead and pass it to
You're the person that is there to protect the schedule. If the original pilots are calling off sick or just they're unable to fly. So when you're on your reserve, you have essentially 16, 17 days of availability just to work. You could work all 16, 17 days, but usually you don't. So you'll have minimums of 13 days off, 14 days off in a month, okay? So it's not like your typical Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 job where you get the weekends off. In fact, you work a lot more weekends because this is a seniority-based profession. But once you have enough seniority, you end up having the best schedule. So you could fly, let's say, 1 trip or 2 trips in a month, and you can have enough. You could have enough sort of credit hours, or money is what we would call it, right? To be able to enjoy your life.
What's your seniority?
So the seniority depends on which airplane you fly. On this airplane, I have, let's call it about 80%. So that means out of 100 pilots, I'm number 80, okay? But this is specifically for the 767 in Washington. If I go to New York or San Francisco, I will have a much better seniority. So it depends on where you're based, okay? But if I decide to go to my colleague Sammy, he flies, where is it?
As far as trade-off risk versus reward, because you have to take risks. Like, you gotta have internet presence, right? But that also means a lot of actors are coming at you to attack you. So my job is to make sure that's a secure experience. And if something happens, then we have the means and the method and the tools to respond quickly. So think of like the body, if a virus infects your body, the white blood cells like attack. I think it's white, maybe it's red, I don't know. One of the blood cells attacks. Right, but they attack to like contain that activity, so it doesn't infect your whole body. So that's what my team does. We prevent, we detect, but then we respond quickly. And look, so what I would say, you're not asking a lot of questions, I'm gonna keep on talking. People ask me like, what's the work-life balance? Like, do you work 8 hours a day? I'm like, work-life balance is a concept people have. I believe in work-life harmony. Like, I love complex problems. I love challenges. I love navigating like difficult situations. So if you like to solve problems and like do puzzles, this could be something of interest. And it's never boring.
Do you work from home or like do you work at an office? Like,
I work from home, but so is that a good thing or bad thing in your mind?
no, I'm just wondering.
No, I work from home, but I miss the office. So I'm all about hybrid.
He's lying.
I do.
He likes working from home. He likes being in house.
You could do my presentation.
Yeah.
As my daughter. No, but like I work from home, but I travel probably 1 or 2 weeks a month. So I'm gonna go to San Francisco tomorrow. Supposed to have been in Seattle last week. Supposed to have been like in Toronto 2 weeks ago. So I travel quite a bit, but it's also because the role that I have. I'm also a sales enabler. So I helped our sales team, our product team, both from go-to-market, but then when we have an event, an incident against our customer, I also come in and support. But look, if I could do this, I'm nobody special. Like, you guys could do this. What I will tell you is, there is no easy path. Embrace the suck. Like dig in, want to be better, want to like better yourself, keep your mind sharp. Think about what skills am I good at? What jobs I want to have?
I would say you're probably about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14.
He's
Wow.
about to be 14. You're still 13.
Okay.
I'm not 14.
Well,
I'm 10.
well, you're 10.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How old are you?
I'm older than her, but I'm 10.
So you're 11, 12.
Yes,
You're 10. 10. How about you?
12.
12.
Like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I mean, when I was your age, I knew that I wanted to be a lawyer because I would always watch it on TV, Law and Order, and I was very curious about like what it takes to do it, and I did it. I committed to it. Yeah.
Sorry. Can I ask you one more thing?
What's up?
Would you be like, do you take on like interns or like shadowing or anything like that?
I don't have positions for interns at this time, but mentorships. I can at least help navigate whatever questions that you have in the process,
Right.
or connect you to like maybe more local attorneys.
This board here, I work in information technology, director of information technology. Do you guys have any interest in IT?
IT, yeah.
You do? Okay. What exactly interests you in IT?
Like how to fix AI.
To fix AI, okay.
As of right now, AI is like taking over jobs and stuff.
It is. It is.
To fix the AI can't fix itself.
Yeah.
So, like-
Do you use AI now? Have you been using it at all? Which AI models are you using?
ChatGPT.
Okay. Good. What kind of stuff are you doing on
Mostly
ChatGPT?
for school,
For school? Okay.
yeah, about how to mostly separate and to write.
To write, you use it mostly for writing. Okay, and that's a good idea as far as getting into IT on how to fix AI, right? A lot of the stuff with AI is prompting. Are you familiar with prompting? Are they teaching you that in school? AI prompting? How to talk to AI models?
Oh yeah.
Okay. How to set the conditions for it, to tell it how to act, and prepare it for what you're about to ask it, and tell it how you want it to respond. Okay. Well, AI is a part of my job. It's something that I oversee all of the purchase and the utilization of AI for my organization, right? So, as a director of information technology, you do everything from cybersecurity, right? AI now is, like you said, is taking jobs. So we use AI to see where we can automate certain things, right? Also, just to even generate ideas, right? You can also get reporting and all kind of stuff from AI. So it's good. I think you're on the right path as far as thinking about the fact that AI is taking jobs, right? And then thinking about the fact servicing the AI will be a job, right? Somebody would need to do that. That's really good thinking, man. Very good.
Crafts? Do you like writing? Do you like writing? Do you like shooting hoops? Do you like playing video games? Do you like sewing? Do you like shooting hoops? Yeah?
I just made
Yeah.
like a pencil statue from scratch.
What's it called?
A pencil pouch. from
Pencil
scratch.
pouch? You sewed it?
Like, I can
Oh, whoa.
I,
Yeah.
I do a lot of sports.
Yeah, sick. Right on. What sports?
I play basketball, volleyball, and I do dance.
That's what's up. Right on. You watching March Madness?
Oh, yeah, I watched it on Friday with my friends.
Fun. What about you? My bad.
I like to play like video games, I guess.
Yeah. What do you like about what do you like about the video games that you play?
Like the competitiveness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that relates to.
I mean, it does, because check this out. Certain video games, you see they have storylines. Like, they're almost like little films. They have, like a narrative to it. As the player, you have control over how the story shapes. There's graphics, there's animation. Like, it's all a lot of filmmaking. They use the same tools, but they're just making a game instead of an ad, Yeah.
Did you see yourself like doing this? Like, if you went back into like your past life, like, could you see yourself doing this?
I think so, because I like that it's like, I'm working in a corporate environment, but I don't have to behave in a corporate manner, if that makes sense, because the creative industry is very like a lot more laid back. Like, I wear whatever I want to work, honestly. It's not, it's dope. It's cool that people like have jobs where they're dressed up all the time, but some days I'm just like sweats, hoodie, and when you work in the creative industry, everyone is like chill about it, because it's like we're all creatives, like no one's wearing suits to work, So I like that aspect. I like that, there's always cool perks as far as, working at Nike, obviously, like every athlete you can think of is gonna come to our office every day, every week, someone is there. Like, so you'll just be walking on campus, you see like an email, oh, LeBron is so-and-so down the street, like, signing autographs, or just, there for some new initiative, or...
How you doing? Huh? Nice to meet you. So my question to you is, like, I know you want to be a neurosurgeon, right? So what are you doing today and tomorrow to be able to make that come to fruition?
Well, I looked through my dad's textbooks.
Yeah.
From when he was in college.
Because your dad's a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And he has a lot of anatomy books.
Oh, wow.
Like, mostly about the eye. And also, I try to make sure I pay attention to like math or science and other classes like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you watch any shows like Grey's Anatomy, or even the book, the movie Gifted Hands?
Yeah, I watched Gifted Hands, and I also watched Emergency NYC.
Yeah.
Because that's how I knew, like, when they opened the brain, it was taking out the blood clot or whatever it was in the brain. That it helped, and I knew that I was going to be that when I grew up, because it seemed fun, and well, even if you do make a mistake, you still have another chance, but I won't make a mistake.
You won't make a mistake.
Yeah, I'm not costing anyone's life.
Exactly. No, that's very, very proud of you. And remind me, how old are you?
I'm 11.
11 years old, wow. I wish I was like that when I was 11. I was too busy playing with I can't remember, car toys and remote controls.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So, okay, so your dad is a doctor. Does he take you to his job? And then, like, do you get, like, does he train you?
I'm not allowed to go to the hospital because they say traumatic events.
Oh, okay.
And like it wouldn't be okay for a younger person to come.
Yeah.
But like at home, otherwise, yeah, it helps me a lot with my homework and other stuff like that.
Yeah. And do you have friends who are interested in that field as well?
No. Most of my friends want to be nail techs or hair salonists.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't know at 11 years old what a neurosurgeon is or what they do. But I would definitely say, I have actually a cousin of mine. She's going to school to be a neurosurgeon.
Really?
Yes, in UGA. She goes to Emory now, in Georgia, because that's where I'm from. So this is what I'll do. I'm gonna connect you with her. I know it's still early, but my cousin, she's 22 years old, 23. So I'm gonna this is my number. I'll connect you with her. At least she could be like your sister, your big sister, She'll like tell you, because she studies hard, really hard. and it's not easy. And I know you're capable of it because your dad did it, you know. So
I already have like plans for my
young candidates interested. So we are happy to be part of. Amen. حجي ولا لو ما عمد كمان نيرونا حجي بزن match day couple of days celebrate قرنا سلسة أربعة Eritrean which is unusual حجي celebrate قرنا بز حلفة قدام عربيدي و سلسة أربعة family Eritrean graduate قرنا which is fantastic. سلزي أنا part of the admission committee team كمان تنقصي. سلزين تايد اليوم أبتن نترى نجرب أنا فوكس قبل دلهم أبتن أرل قبل وان دلهم yeah fantastic yeah thank you so much yeah زيادة capsule endoscopy yeah very good thank you so much yeah thank you.
In order to figure out if there's a problem, you got to use things like multimeters to check voltage, current, to figure out what the issue is. So you're not only troubleshooting, you're installing and you're making modifications, right? So if somebody has an old system like that using pneumatics and they want a new digital system, you're gonna have to be able to figure out the engineering and make everything talk to each other perfectly through wiring and through communication through engineering. So something like this would be like a cockpit switch to turn the light on. If you have an issue with this switch, you got to figure out what the issue is. If the light doesn't turn on like this, when you turn the light on, no lights turn on, you got to find that problem. And it could take you forever, or it could take you a week or two. You never know. You got to be able to isolate what the issue is and how to figure out the problem. Yeah, so it's very in depth. You know what I mean? But
which company do you work for?
Aero Centers. It's a private company working on private jets. Yeah. I mean, but this job, this is not in DC. This is in Georgia. Yeah. But this job, you can do it anywhere. Once you understand the basics and the fundamentals, which kind of tells you here what it takes, like the system skills and qualifications, you got to have basic electrical knowledge, right? Strong understanding of electrical theory, digital, analog, electronics, wiring diagrams. This right here is a wiring diagram. So for you to be able to build this connector for any plane, you have to read the wires and pin them directly where they're supposed to go.
You have to get them right.
Right. So you have to be able to read this, right? What it's trying to tell you what to do. These wires go here and it's connecting to this, ultimately going to that device. So one device is talking to another through pulses of electricity.
Will a 2-year diploma prepare you for this, or you have to have your degree in electrical engineering?
Well, it depends, right? So I specialize in avionics, right? So I started with my basic degree in aircraft maintenance technology, which could be mechanics, which can be all types of things, right? But I was able to specialize early with a company that, because I had a little electrical background myself, it translated for me to be able to do that. So it was good to go to school to have electronic theory for sure. And then eventually when you want to go into the the engineering side of this, then you're just going to require a little bit higher education, you know what I mean? But you can do it, and you can do it through your job. There's many ways to get that education, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's good to have that knowledge.
You seem to be passionate about this.
I mean, I just understand it.
What made you?
I don't know. I think I started off doing audio production, like music and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the interchangeable aspect of reading stuff and working through software and stuff kind of made sense to me. So it kind of connected with what I already kind of do. So going to school for it was just a matter of 2.5 years. You can do it. You know, you have the information in you. And I did it during COVID when everybody was at home sleeping, so it allowed me to like go out and get that degree.
So how often they give you training to upgrade your knowledge?
It's up to you. It's your initiative. If you want to do more, you can get more. Like if you want, they'll pay for you to go to school too. Certain places will do that. Yeah. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
This first paper. Let me get this right here under you. Sorry. You guys are young, right? How old are you guys? 9? You twins?
Yes.
Wow. How old are you? 8. Here. How old are you? 8? 9? We're gonna leave it right there. All right. The main thing is to start learning now, right? So if you look here, I put websites and programs. These are different websites for kids even. There's some websites up for kids where you guys can learn some coding, some IT information.
I use code.org.
You use that? See, you guys know then.
Code.org.
Yeah, that's a good website to learn the basics of coding, right?
Plus, my friend is Scratch, so I feel like he'll be cool.
Nice. Yeah, you want to get familiar now on what type of career you want to do, right?
I did JavaScript.
Right. Go ahead.
Is there a block-based program?
Is there a block-based programming? Like blockchain, you mean?
I used to.
What is that you said?
That's how much exactly what that is, but I think.
Me and you will talk after this. I'm gonna get I need your information. We'll talk a little bit more in depth. Make sure you get one of these papers because I have my information here as well. The QR code. Yeah, grab one of those. I'm sorry? LinkedIn is basically a website for professional people to talk. Social media, kinda. Sort of like Facebook for adults. But the main thing is figuring out what you want to do so that later in life you guys have an idea. Like, do you have an idea what you want to do when you grow up?
Yeah, a coder.
Not yet?
A coder.
Coder? How about you? Any idea what you want to do when you grow up?
And
Engineer.
Soccer.
Software engineer.
He said soccer, a soccer player.
Right. So the main thing about this whole event is to slowly learn what you want to do now so that by the time you get older, you'll be able to get into that career. When I was you guys' age, I didn't know what I want to do. But my dad bought me a computer. From there, I started learning about computers and I got interested and I went to high school. Then I started doing networking. Then from there, I got an internship, graduated college. So from there, you just build yourself up, right? Nobody knows what they want to do when they're this age, but you build yourself up, right? Well, I make good money, but you know, I'll say this. The money comes with the information. So the more information I have, the more money they pay me, right? It's a good salary, but you get what you earn basically in life, right? So they pay you more for the more information you have. That's why it's very important that you keep learning so you can keep getting paid more, right? My job is technology, so it's constantly changing. So I have to constantly learn, right? That's the key. That's why I gave you guys these websites here, so you guys can start now. Like you said, code.org. You can do Coursera as an adult. You can do Microsoft Learn, which is free. They have certifications and everything free. Yeah, you know.
Question for Microsoft Word.
Yes.
Is there block-based
Coding. Everything is on Microsoft.Learn. They have all types of information on there, for sure. There's a whole bunch of different coding languages. It's like 30 something, maybe more than that. So they have information on all of them on Microsoft's website, right? You just want to get started. You have a question? Let them go. Let him go. Go ahead.
Do you need a sign-in for Microsoft Word?
Is there a sign-in? Yeah, you can use any email. Your parents can create an email for you and you can sign in. You have one, right? Yeah, so you can use what you have already. Go ahead. Question?
I have the computer science degree.
Right.
So I want to be like a software engineer.
Right.
I need help with that job.
So email me, take this paper. I can give you information I have as far as like different jobs. I work for the city. I can give you information on the city. DC government. DC government.
Okay, how old were you when you passed Algebra 1? What grade? 8th grade. Ninth grade. 8th grade? No, when did you do Algebra 1? 6th grade. Okay. Do you know what grade I was in when I passed Algebra 1? 12. On my 3rd try. Under threat of not graduating from high school. So again, if I can learn to do this, anybody can do it.
So would you say salary is kind of like consistent, or it just depends on like
It's a very good question. It's not a salary-based job. It's not a job. So when you do your taxes, this is important, okay? When you do your taxes, if you have a job, you get a W-2. They mail you a W-2 form with all of your income from your job. But I don't have a job. I'm an independently contracted agent. So they send me a 1099 form. Instead of giving me a refund, I have to pay the taxes because they never took it. Does that make sense? Technically, tax refunds are not you getting money from the government. They're giving you back money that they took from you. they took too much and they expect you to calculate how much they need to give back. I don't do that. I just pay them the taxes they want. And then it's not a salary. There's no guarantee. So it's like the difference between having a farm and hunting. If you have a farm, I got all the animals I need. I can only kill one every month, and I eat the same amount every month. Me, I only eat what I kill. I might kill a rabbit one month. I might kill an elephant another month.
So you have to kind of like also save depending on like.
Yeah, you have to be very financially disciplined. If you make $40,000 in 1 month, it's going to be very difficult to stay disciplined. People think it's hard to to make your first 100,000. It's hard keeping it. There's something called lifestyle creep. When people make more money, their lifestyle creeps up with it. If you could keep your lifestyle here while your money does this, but you stay living in the same apartment, you stay driving the same car, that's when you can buy Bitcoin, XRP, invest in these companies. You take your active income and you spread it everywhere else, and by the time you're 50, you can retire. Good question. You guys should take notes. Can you stay here and just ask all the good questions? Oh wait, I'll give someone else a chance. What's your question?
How old did you have to be when you get your first job?
When you get your first job?
Yeah, how old did you have to be?
To get a job, I think it's 18?
To get a job?
14? 14 or 15?
Yeah. 14, but like an actual like full-time job.
18? Okay, yeah. So if you want to work part-time at a job, you'd have to be 14 or 15. To get a license in this industry, you have to be 18.
We need to get the right technology for the right people at the right time. Is that right? So let's talk about this technology, for example. This is what we call capsule endoscopy.
Oh, isn't that the tube that you use to look at someone's throat? Like you put it down their throat, or you put it down their mouth to look at their throat?
So that's the endoscopy, is that right? Now you can do it with a tablet, a capsule. You swallow it, like what you guys have in the gum. You swallow it, and what it does is it gives you all the internal pictures. It goes all the way, it passes all through the natural process. It got eliminated. It takes 6-7 years. And then you feed that to the AI. This is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, you can feed it the data, and this is what we call the precision medicine. So you have all the data, it interprets the data, precisely you know the disease, you know the medication, you know how to treat, you know how to follow up. So medicine is fast moving technology, is that right? But we do have all the traditional medicine as well. You go to medical school, what do? Patient care, like customer experience, is that right? You want to be treated with respect, is that right? Everybody needs to be treated with respect. So that is medicine. You have to be resilient. Isn't that important in life?
Yeah.
It's not only in medicine. And you have critical thinking. You are like an investigator. Patient gives you a story. You know, we have a knowledge of medicine. And then you connect the dots. You order lab exam. And at the end, you have the disease category. And then you discuss with the patient on how to treat. And you have to be empathetic. You're going to tell people sometimes a bad news, is that right? You have to be responsible and respectful to their culture. You have to be sensitive and empathetic. So if you have those capacities, you have to have a communication skill because you have to communicate. Is that right? To good news, bad news, everything, you have to communicate. Career opportunities limitless. Do you want to be a physician in a hospital? You want to be a physician in a university to teach and then treat? Do you want to be everything on the working environment can be graduate medical education? For me, I am associate professor. I work in a university and in a hospital. I'm the program director for the fellowship. So you can be my students for the future, okay? Yeah. Maybe, yes. And yeah, I'm coming to your. So usually we teach what is your values, okay? And if you identify your values, you won't choose the career opportunities. You want to be a city center, in a big hospital, rural, teaching, combination of that. So it can be done. Is that right? This is I usually focus. What do you need to do? Ingredient. Good at school, discipline, consistency. Is that right? Determination. You guys have all that. Is that right?
Like, you know, college, like, you know, you can stay in the summer in the college campuses, have the college experience, and I think help you find scholarships too. So just Google it up, and there's some good information. So.
And it's for kids interested in any field, right?
No, any high school kids.
Any high school?
Yeah, 9 to 12.
Okay.
It could be a rising 9th grader.
Yeah.
So I think they might have like, I think you have to be like first time college student or something like there's like nuances each program might have, but you could ask them. But I think it's a good, it might be a good thing to do that.
That's great.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, how are you? Yeah, mate.
I just have a question. Do you have any office?
Huh?
Do you have any
Office? Oh, yeah.
What is it?
One on Rhode Island Avenue in Washington, D.C. Another one is on K Street in D.C.
So how can I get you?
Oh, you can car dealing. I can give you. You have a car.
Calibration is basically we're responsible meeting all the specifications to make a medicine. So all the instrument, I'm responsible for calibration instrumentation on the facility. So if you meet a specification, meaning we get audited by FDA, you know, European, Canadian. So every step has to be calibrated and tested. So my job is basically to test and measurement and make adjustment if needed. So if you meet in certain specification, if it's off, test it and then make adjustment. It's called adjustment with an offset or adjustment. We make a couple medicine. We make hypertension and unitoxin, drug cancer medicine.
Okay.
Yeah, we make blood pressure and cancer medicine on site. So if the component is off, then the specification is going to be off. So my job is to make sure every step meets certain criteria. So the production is low, it's not impeding. So that's what we do in Sarana. Silver Spring, Maryland. It's downtown.
Downtown, okay.
Are you familiar with the Florida?
Yeah.
It's literally by the mall, but nobody knows it. It's by the mall, Spring Georgia Avenue. So we make the two main medicine on site Sarang. But the company is constantly growing, and there's plenty of research facilities as well too. So the idea is we want to get the kid to get exposure, to understand what this is. Nobody knows what calibration is. That's the problem. Just come and get us. Then the kanaka may not canarium to Sure.
These young men, they have introduce yourself, Jonathan. So, this is you're asking what's your name?
What's your name?
My name is Joseph.
Joseph, yes. So like they introduce, there's a lot of stuff you can do in technology. There's ITIS.
So many things.
So many things you can do in IT.
Tech sales.
Tech sales. So you can do. Yeah, there's so many things you can do. It just depends on what you want to do and what intrigues you. Because you don't want to work every day in a sense. You want to enjoy what you do. You know. So like a lot of people, like my job, I don't look at it as a job. As I get to do this instead I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. And then you're young, so don't feel pressured. Like I know our parents, like, what do you want to do? 10, 11, engineer, da da da. Take your time. Try different things. Try IT, try IS, try tech sales, and see what you might like, you know what I'm saying? And there's a young gentleman over there named Nate. He does a lot of stuff in IT, from tech sales to cloud and stuff like that. So you could talk to him there. And also, like,
If you have any questions, talk to me.
yeah, talk to him too. You have to use the resources we have available to us, you know? And God willing, when you guys grow and want to open your own companies, I'll be able to register your business for you. Community, the whole round, you know what I'm saying? But nice to you, Jonathan. Keep it up. Try different things. You gotta try different things.
Come Okay. I think we're just chatting. Yeah.
Okay, you can explain.
So I work at Google as an account manager. So I do sales. So do you have Gmail, right? Or do you have an email system? So Gmail, you probably don't pay for it right now, but businesses, they have to pay for each license that they have. So they pay like say $10, $20, $30, $40. And I also work with AI. So a lot of businesses are utilizing AI to work faster, work smarter, and also just be more efficient. So I sell this to different businesses and help them grow the business, but also be more efficient, be more productive, and work smarter. Do you use AI currently? Are you using Gemini or anything like that? Yeah. Like ChatGPT? Okay, cool. So, but it's helping you out. It's helping you do things faster. So a lot of businesses are using that as well to just grow as a business as well.
They do have internships? Do they have internships?
Yeah, they have internships like student programs and also early career programs as well. And they have like apprenticeship too. So apprenticeship where you can kind of start, they train you for like a year. So I did a training program. And then once they train you for a year, then they give you like an actual job. So I started off like that. I started in a student program. Yeah.
So is it Google?
Yeah.
Google company?
Yeah. So I'm sure you use Google, Gmail. I think even our church, I think they use Gmail, right? Or they have, so just to stay organized with the calendar and the video calls and stuff like that. Yeah, YouTube, yeah, Google owns YouTube as well, so it's all together, but it's pretty cool.
That's good. Yeah, I think to give you an example, like, we just introduced this program
Yeah.
to our church.
Yeah.
How they can centralize their
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
they are doing like kind of in the calendar, invitation.
Yeah.
They kind of collect all the members of Gmail.
Yeah.
They're gonna just kind of warning.
Yeah.
They're gonna payment.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
in order.
Yeah. Just to stay organized.
Keep it in mind.
Yeah.
If we need help.
We gotta do, yeah, let me know. We'll do a workshop or something like
We
that.
have like a platform.
Okay.
You can share it, or you can come and just give us.
I got you.
A lecture in the church.
I got you. I got you.
We have an English program. You know that.
Yeah, I like it.
You can do that.
100%. I got you.
Honestly, my favorite thing about, like engineering was cars, right? So I used to race cars, when I was younger, and I was always thinking like, okay, what part of the engine, I got a twin turbo, or do I need to, improve the intake or add an exhaust? So all of those things kind of helped me go into mechanical. And then when I started working at DoD and working on vehicles, it was kind of like an easy transition, Now there I worked mostly armor, so armor plating, armor glass, and we would go up to either Nevada Automotive Test Center, or
So the DoD doesn't outsourcing the armors. They do the armors.
so they design the armor, but they do the outsource. Like they don't have a facility that builds it, but they design. How much metal, ceramic, what type of a thickness on the glass, what type of glass filament they use, and then the design shape. They do all the designing themselves. So like some vehicles you'll see have like this hole shape design, so it's like comes out of V because of the impact for like an IED explosive. It kind of dissipates, because it's not. If you have a flat, bottom, then it's gonna hit the bottom of the all inside. If it has like a V shape, then it can like dissipate to the outsides, and it won't have like a direct impact on the vehicle to make it fly up in the air, right? So we did the design, and then we would take it to those test centers. I specifically went to either Nevada or Aberdeen, which is up in Maryland, and we would test it, shoot it, identify how many times we could do that without impacting an individual inside of it, and then we would either do redesigns or we would send it out to the soldiers or war fighters.
So what's your thought about Cybertrucks?
Huh?
Cybertruck, Tesla.
Honestly, I mean, deep
Did you
down,
ever try it?
I looked into it, right? Deep down, I have to say, I don't like the owner, right? So I'm biased on that. But in terms of Cybertruck, it's a well-designed truck. Like now, in terms of energy, it takes a lot of energy to drive, to run it. But in terms of its ability, right? Like its design, the engine, the speed generation, power generation, like it's a very well-built and well-designed vehicle. But I would never buy one because I'm not a fan of the owner. But I can't deny the engineering behind it. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, sure. Thank you. Nice to meet you all together. Appreciate it.
So, do you know Tigrinya or English? What do you want? Tigrinya or English? Tigrinya. I think Tigrinya and Hartogono is about to learn. Okay. So, isn't that malati? Is it my electric car? بزحات سبات electric مكينة غازيسي is better than gasoline double low. But بمنتاي what the service what the behind بتحرس نتاعله ሕጂ እዚ ትሪእዮ ዘለኹ ብምሉእ ናይ ተስላ እዚ ላይት እዩ እዚ ናይ ተስላ ኮንትሮል ዩኒት እዩ ብምሉእ እዚታት ናቱ እዩ እዚ ብምሉእ ትሪእዮ ዘለኹ ናቱ እዩ እዚ ብዝደሎ ተሰሩ ደሎ ትሪእዮ ዘለኹ ሰባት እንድሕር ተስላ ገዚእኺ እዚ ተተሰቢርኪ እንድሕር ኣብ ካልእ ኣስሪሕክዮ እሞ አንሰርቲፋይድ ተገሩ ስጋብ 6000 you can pay. This is the price. እዚ dual engine እዩ እዚ single engine እዩ ናይ እዚ 4x4 እዩ እዚ ከዓ front drive ማለት እዩ so ሕጂ ኣብዚ እንታይ የርኢ እቲ ንሓና ሰባት the most ጥራሕ ተስላ ኤሌክትሪክ በንዚን ይቆጥብ ግን ካብኡ ንላዕሊ ዳሜጅ ኣለ ምናልባት እታ መኪና ከርብ ክትፅውይ ከለኺ ተሃሪምክያ እዚ ትሪእዮ ዘለኹ እዚ ተሰባሪ እዚ ስቕኢሉ እዩ ዝስበር ሕጂ እንታይ ይገብሩ ተተሰሩ እስኺ ኣይትፈልጥዮን ኢኺ ኣብ ውሽጢ እዩ ደሎ ሓደ ካልኣይ ነገር ከዓ ተስላ ኤሌክትሪክ ትኸይድ ብሬክ ኣለዋ ኦኬ ታየር ኣለዋ ኮንትሮል ኣርም ኣለዋ ቦል ጆይንት ኣለዋ ኤቭሪቲንግ ኣለዋ ሕጂ ሰብ እንታይ ይመስሎ ተስላ ገዚእ በቃ ዋላ ሓንቲ ኣየድልየኒ ጥራሕ ምዝዋር እዩ ኖ ሮንግ ሕጂ ዝበዝሕ ሓበሻ ናባይ ስለ ዝመፅእ ኣይ ኣም ሰርቲፋይድ 4 ኢንሹራንስ ጋይኮ ኣትላስ ኤን ካልኦት ኮንግረስ ገለ ኣብ ብዙሓት ኣለዉ ሕጂ ኣብኡ እየ ዝሰርሕ ይሕፀር ከብለልኩም ካልእ እዚ ናይ ኤሚሽን ሲስተም ቸክ ኢንጂን ላይት መፂና እሞ ገለ ኢሎም ኣብ ደይከውን መካኒክ ገዚአን a lot of money spend ዝገብሩ ኣለዉ ግን ኣበይ ሻፕ ክትከይድ ከም ዘለዎ እቲ ሰብ ክፈለጥ ክኽእል ኣለዎ ሕራይ it's not important something ንኣብነት መኪናኺ ራን እንዳገበረ በንዚን ተመሊኻ ቸክ ኢንጂን ላይት ኦን ሕጂ ናባይ መፂኺ 500 ቻርጅ ዝገብረ ክትኾነ you lost for nothing ሕጂ ከምኡታት ስለ ዘሎ እቲ ቀንዲ ናተይ ኣሎመዓልቲ ዝደለኹ ሰብ ምሕጋዝ እዩ ሳልሳይ ከዓ ኣብ ኮሌጅ ዘለዉ ተምሃሮ ንኣብነት እሱ ኮሌጅ መኪና ገዚእ ከሎ if they have anything problem we can help them እዚ ኮሚኒቲ እዚ ንኸምኡ ይጠጠው እዩ እዋ ክድውል ትኽእል ኢኺ ንማንም ክንሕግዘክ ንኽእል ኢና so you don't lose money the ጊዜ the time is very tough a lot of things is expensive mechanic is expensive everything is expensive so part ክትገዝእ ከለኻ there is a life warrant you have right to the company go back and ዋላ ክትከስዮም ትኽእል ኢኻ ከምኡታት ስለ ዘሎ ከምኡ ክትገብሩ ትኽእሉ እንድሕር any question ተልኩም ግን ክትሓትኒ ትኽእል ኢኻ okay yeah hara okay do you understand what I'm saying if you have anything if you have on your car or your mom your dad you can ask me she knows my phone okay you can ask me if you go to college if you have car with you or your friend I can help you how to pay what you buy okay good job okay
This is always like I want a minor in business because I always want to have business as like a backup option.
That's awesome.
If
Yeah.
like I am hating like dentist school and stuff like that, like I always want to have like business to look back on.
That's a great idea. And even if you become a dentist, right, and you want to start your own practice,
That's also my thing. Yeah. So if I really end up liking it, then I can use my business minor to like build it up and things like that.
practice. Okay, so we got future veterinarian, future dentist, right? Cool. And then yourself?
I want to be a detective, like
Oh, nice.
a criminal. What's it called? A criminal detective.
Okay.
Or homicide detective. I don't know in mind. But I'm
That's
really
awesome.
into like looking for stuff. Like I don't know. I'm really into like investigating.
Okay.
And then business is also one of my backgrounds.
I like that. It's always good to have business as something that you're aware of, because you never know how it ties into what you're passionate about or what your work is. So you might end up investigating their practices. You never know, like a veterinary practice or yeah. So if you guys had one business idea right now, what business idea would you have?
I've actually been thinking of one.
Okay.
It was like, because I remember I see like you know what Eritrea is?
Eritreans in tech? Yeah.
Like those types of like streetwear, like Y2K type of clothes.
Yeah.
Because I really like designing and stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I would be like that type of business, I guess. It would be like the designing.
Perfect. So like a clothing brand.
Yeah, clothing brand.
Do you want it to be Eritrean like based or?
Like East African based, basically.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I really like being like East African and being like one of the countries that people like don't really know about. So
It's cool, right?
Like,
Yeah.
So like to make it bigger for other countries that people don't really know about.
I love it. And that's a big field right now. I don't know if you guys have seen on Instagram and Facebook, a lot of Eritrean businesses are coming up. I love seeing it. So
Yeah, it's so cool to see
just like making all this amazing stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you guys, sorry, you were saying?
Sorry, and especially like people that you know and you're like around.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys are really uniquely positioned because you guys are the next generation of Eritreans coming up here. And you also get to understand how the rest of your your peers and everything, what kind of things they want to see out of business, what sells. It's kind of hard sometimes when you're starting a business and you're trying to sell to people that are a generation below you. But you guys have an idea what the current trends are, what's going on. And you guys have AI, whether you're using it to do homework, tests. I don't know, I'm not going to ask, but you guys can kind of see how it ties into business. But with each business idea, you have to build systems around it, right? So with your clothing brand, how are you going to market it to your generation? And the best way to market, I'll tell you guys one thing before, I'm sure you guys want to see other tables too. The best way to market is not ask, what do I think people want? But more so ask them, what do they need in their day-to-day lives? What bothers them? What makes them really happy? Tap into their emotions, right? So see what makes someone really sad, what makes someone really excited. And then see how your business can actually either solve that or help them feel more of it. So if they're happy or sad, if they're happy or excited, how can I get people more excited about it? What ties into their personal stories and what ties into their journeys as communities? And that's, you guys do that, you guys will be set. Yeah, very nice to meet you guys. Yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So this is Noah's Prayer Foundation. It was created in honor of my late brother Noah. He had big dreams for the Eritrean community, big dreams for this building, big dreams for everybody. He really, like for him, his career started with IT certifications. My brother is a genius. He just went his own way with the way that he did things. So he has dreams of building up our community with giving them certifications, whether it be IT, cosmetology, anything to really build them up. Also giving back to the community, whether it be music, like just different things for the youth. Sorry, I'm getting a little, like, it's the camera making me nervous. But overall, like, he just had big dreams for our community and wanted to see us all win. And for our next event, we're doing a free graduation photo shoot. So anyone who graduates 2026, you can do a solo shoot, you can do it with your family. It's 30-minute windows on May 2nd. Yeah, we're doing free headshots today for free professional headshots. So update your LinkedIn, IG, whatever you need it to go to. This is where our photos from today will be uploaded to. And yeah, if you want this or not, this is the QR code to our website where we'll be posting future events and things like that. You're gonna hit that 500 tabs real quick.
Main highlights?
Talking points.
Yeah. So it's definitely
Kind of isolate yourself from the rest of the.
right. So it's definitely your years of experience. If you're able to talk, like you have to be a great person to like talk through things. If you're able to talk about like scenarios, so like real life based examples of like where you've had a challenge with your team and you're being able to help them solve and become like a solution. So if you're able to help your team overcome any obstacles, they're like, okay. So being a leader, it's literally being a leader, having a good mouthpiece, being able to talk, being very clear with what you're saying and stuff like that. Like that's really like where they stand out. If you're personable, if you know how to lead, like it's literally the few things like that makes you stand out. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. Likewise. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Nice seeing you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Glad you're here.
Serves as an insert for my microphone. Yeah.
So you're working in the studio, man. What time do you find like is like the best time for you to get in your creative spirit? You know.
Hey, look. So I have a day job, so I have to be able to fund my passion and my creative direction. So a lot of this stuff is, I find that I'm most creative during weekends, during the day. That's when my energy levels are best. Or I have to do it like right after work. So I try to like work out in the mornings, get my gym in, and then it has to be around that time. I find that evenings are not my strongest, like, I'm not the most attentive and the most creative. Everything kind of like slows down evening, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I guess like you could tell me like where your like LinkedIn, your sites are, right?
Yeah.
Are you like on SoundCloud?
I'm on Instagram, so all my music is on streaming, Apple Music, Spotify. You can follow me on the gram too, because that's really like where I publicize most of my activity.
Okay. What's your handle? I don't have Instagram, but
it's
I'll
okay.
just put it down.
It's okay. So it's Curly VA. I just changed it recently. Curly VA _ for Virginia.
VA _
underscore.
All
Yeah.
right, I'll hold on to that. I'll tell my brother like follow you. Like he still has Instagram.
Oh, cool.
I often like keep off of like a lot of major social media. and
Respect.
stuff,
I get it.
but, yeah, like I think maybe like for me too. Like I'm not like when I create, like I try to like do. I like have my own like sort of thing where it's like I don't do like a lot of like vocal tracks yet. I mostly do a lot of instrumental. And me personally, I've been really getting into like jungle, like drum and bass, stuff like that.
Wow, okay.
And I guess like I don't really have like a direction for it. I guess it's more of like just like a creative outlet in general. But
cool.
For you, how do you feel like you're how do you feel like you're like taking your songs and like how do you feel like you're like showing it to people like with like social media or like promoting yourself? How do you take that next step and like take your product and show people? I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, it's the step, right? So I use tools like my selfie stick over here. I use the light that I have over here, and I create content because in this day and age, in this era that we're in, your music is undiscoverable if you don't post it. It's not like how it was in the 2000s where you might it was word of mouth. Social media was just starting to evolve. No, now if you don't promote your stuff, it's gone. All that money, all the investment, the time, the energy, it's gone. It's for nothing. So I have to create content. So I use literally these instruments. I record myself, or I create video content. Video content is usually best. It's most receptive to an audience. So I try to do that, or I follow a trend at the same time. So, and I use Instagram as my main platform in order to do that. Or I create posts. I create creative posts, say, hey, I'm dropping in this amount of time, or I have a performance, or I have something going on. Hey, engage with me. I have something for you guys to listen to. Yeah.
Cool, I'm gonna follow you on Instagram and
Yeah.
I'll like check out more of your songs, man.
Alex, thank you so much for stopping by, man.
Yeah, no
Check me out. And if you have Apple Music, Spotify, I'm also there as well. All right. Thank you, dog. All right, cool. Hello. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Hi. What's your name? Naomi? Nahom. Nice to meet you. Okay, did you have some questions? I'm sorry?
The singing aspect?
Yeah.
Like, how do you begin?
So, how old are you if you don't mind me asking, ma'am? You're 19? Okay, cool. So you've done high school, you're figuring your life out, and you're probably in college, if maybe not, or maybe yeah. So I started in high school. So like, I was like, I'm sure you remember, right? Like going in high school. Hey Matt, how are you? What's your name? What's your name? Nathaniel, nice to meet you. If you hear me answering her questions, you can also listen in. So going into high school, like you get it, right? It's like sometimes you might see people who are like really good at school or really good at sports, and I just felt like I didn't really fit in. And I was like, okay, what am I good at, or what are my skills? And I just kind of did some soul searching, and I was like, you know what? I really love music, and YouTube was like coming up when I was in high school, so they didn't have Instagram or TikTok. I grew up in the 2000s. I'm a little older than y'all. So I was like looking at Michael Jackson, James Brown, Stevie Wonder. I was like, yo, this music is like really hard. And I was like, I really like it. And I tried it, and I was talking to my parents. I was like, yo, what, like, do y'all know about this? And they're like, oh yeah. Because like, we love our parents, but we know like education wasn't always something that was granted to them. So that's what they tried to push most of the time, right? So unfortunately, my music wasn't validated towards me at that time. But that's when my interest peaked. So I'm like, okay, cool. I start to sing more. I start to record myself more. And then throughout the years, I just kind of developed more and more into it. Yeah.
That's right, electricity. All right. Who uses electricity? Everybody uses electricity. We use it for our house. We use it for internet. We use it to cook food. We do a lot of things, right? So, hydroelectric is very important too. So that's why when you want to be an electricity work later on, what did I tell you guys you should do? That's right. And you got to focus on your class, right? Yeah. I know you can do it. You guys are going to do it. You guys are awesome. Okay? Yeah. And what else? What other question you have for me? So what that means is you have a report that comes to you, and your boss or your manager might tell you, hey, I need to know what is in that report. So you have to take the report, you have to analyze it, You have to make some charts, graph maybe, and you gotta tell that to your boss. Hey, when I looked at this report, this is what I saw. Boom, this, and that. So that's what that means. You analyze it, you study it, and then you make a report available for your bosses or anybody else that needs it. Yeah. Sorta like, you know, when you are reading your homework, what do? You look at it and read it, and then right, exactly, like that.
So, you work in BGE?
I work in Pepco. Yeah, in DC. Yeah. Awesome. You guys are great. These are great questions, okay? You keep it up. Yeah, that means you can work however you want it. You can work in the morning, you can come early, or you can come later on. We work 24? No, we only work 8 hours a day. Yeah, because everybody needs electricity. See? All right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yep. Some people take night shift. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yes. Yeah. But you can get as many degrees as you want. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for those questions. Those were awesome. You can get as much degrees as you want. Huh? What is that gonna do for you? Yeah, you gotta have at least one.
So like I can have like 50?
Yes.
How much years is that?
Huh?
How much years is 1 degree?
Well, it's up to you. You gotta figure out. Okay? All right. You guys are awesome.
Starlight تنهاب the more reliable to see نتن هو غير له yeah physical devices have on the that's an option that's another option without having wired connection. Starlink to physical, I'm not sure about that.
happen spoke ዝበሃላሉ happen spoke ማለት ዘን ሓሙሽተ ኢደ ሓሙሽተ ዓመት ለሃገርና ኤርትራ እዚኣ እስመራ እዚኣ ሓሙሽተ ዞባ ኣለዋና ኣለና እንጂ እዚኣ ኩለን ኣብዚ ኮኔክት እየ ዝበሃላ ኩለን እዚኣ ንሽ እዚኣ ነዚኣ
My name is Medhane Tahlai. I am the Vice President of the Tip of the Spear organization, and I wanted to take a moment before we get started to do something that we feel is very important. I want our organization to take the time to give recognition to all the parties involved. So at this moment, would every presenter please join me on stage? Every presenter, all of you please, including Howard University. You can join me on stage. If you'd rather serve some of the people, I understand, but all the presenters to the stage, please. To the stage, please. Don't be shy. Without all of you guys, none of this would be possible. You guys took the time to prepare yourselves. You took time away from your families and your work to be here. So the least we can do is give you the recognition you deserve for the efforts that you've put forward for not only yourselves, but your community as well. So when I call your name, you'll receive your certificate. You can take it back to your table. And then I will, once I'm done, I'll hand it off to our president for closing remarks, and then we can go ahead and get started. Sure. All right. So, without further ado, first, Haben Abraha, and please hold your applause till the end. I want to maximize the amount of time you guys have to take advantage of the event. Second is Ariel Aklilu. All right. Ariel Aklilu. Not here. No worries. And then Samuel Asfaha. Well, if we're taking pictures, I guess you guys can clap while they take their photo. Go off in silence. All right. Yeah. Mike Asgadom. Sam Yasu. Sam Yasu. Mokonnen Gabramariam. Oh, also the host and originator of our very, very first Eritrean Business Expo, a man of many talents. Mulu, or is that Mulu? Yeah, Mulu Haptamariam.
Rafi, can you take the screen off?
Mm-hmm. Jonas Haptemichael. Jonas Haptemichael, he's not here? Okay. And then Daniel Haptesion. Turn the light off. Okay, Nathanael Haptesion. Fisaha Hagos. Is he here? Fish? There he is. Okay. Sirak Isaac. Sirak Isaac. Binyam Isaac. Binyam Isaac.
Oh, Jonas is here anyway.
Okay. Philmon Kahase. Jonas Haptemichael. Jonas. Oh, yeah, he is. He can't sneak past me. Dr. Angasum Kabrab. Hmm? Fasaha Kidane. Nahum Paulos. Nahum Paulos. Ermias Ogbab. Dr. Brooke Tame. Madhane Tahlai. I don't know if I should go out of order. I don't want to skip the picture.
No, you're right, yeah. Right here, back here in the shade a little bit. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Abel Takle. Nathanael Ladu or Zadu? Amar, how do you pronounce that? Is that an S? Sudhakar. Amar. And we're almost to the end. Is she here? I want to shout out Zipporah Daniel. Without her, none of these decorations would be possible. She's the one who does all the design work with no help. And she's probably hiding somewhere, not wanting to take any credit. But this is for you, Z. It's on camera, and you're going to have to at least watch it. Can you hold on to that for her? All right. And then a big thank you to Howard University. For you. Thank you so much for being here. And finally, Noah's Prayer Foundation. His legacy does continue to live on and inspire every single person in this organization. His natural state of being is what pushed us to choose to take on challenges that we otherwise may not have, and we're very grateful to have you here. Could Salam and Steve please come up? Thank you for your patience, but we, recognizing the people involved in making these events happen is so.
To basically spotlight, a tip of the spear, Man of the Year award for this one particular individual. So please bear with me as I go ahead and talk about this individual, if you don't mind. Okay. If you know this individual, you know he's not the type to chase the spotlight. He's the guy who rolls up his sleeves, helps out, checks in, and makes things happen without ever asking for credit. Our community is stronger because he's in it, plain and simple. But what really stands out about this individual isn't just what he does for the community, but what he does also at home. Last year, when his family went through a serious health scare, he became the anchor that held everything together. He was steady, patient, and present in every way that mattered. He showed a level of love and strength that you can't fake, and it comes from true, deep character. And that's the thing about this guy. Whether he's helping out a spear brother, supporting family and friends, or standing by his wife and his kids, he gives the same version of himself. Dependable, kind,
they talk about your
overall
daddy.
solid. So today is our chance to say out loud what so many people already know, is that this individual makes his community better and his family stronger. And you inspire us, the rest of us, to show up with the same heart and commitment that you bring every day. So help me and give a big congratulations to our spear brother, our 2026 Man of the Year, Robel Abraham. You earned this, and we're all proud of you.
Let's go, Ro! What's up? How are you? Good, man. It's good to see you. Just forgot to give this back.
All right, y'all. Oh, okay. All right. We're getting married again. Yeah.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting this, so I just want to say thank you to the team, everyone a part of TOS. It means a lot. I'm not big on speeches, so thank you. Thank God, yeah, and all that, and the family.
Look at God. Grateful for the love and the peace and the joy inside of me. It don't stop. All the miracles and miracles and miracles and miracles repeat, man. I'm in awe. I'm surrounded by the seraphim and cherubim with wings up on the feet, man. Look at God. You know I'm blessings can be. How to say it twice for the G. Let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. Hallelujah, hallelujah. You better dance if the spirit moving through your eyes. Shake. Let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. Hallelujah, hallelujah. You better dance if the spirit moving through your eyes.